Decision latency, the supply chain metric we still rarely measure. Most supply chains measure inventory days, forecast accuracy, OTIF, working capital, transport cost, and service levels. But there is another number hiding between all of them. How long does it take the organization to make a good decision? I call this decision latency. It is the time between a meaningful change occurring, a supplier disruption, demand shift, quality issue, capacity constraint, or margin deterioration, and the organization taking an effective action. This sounds simple. It is not. A company may have excellent data and still have high decision latency. The signal appears in the ERP. The planner sees it. A report is produced. A meeting is scheduled. Procurement is consulted. Finance wants to understand the impact. Operations checks capacity. Someone asks for another analysis. Approval is required. By the time the decision is made, the original problem may already have changed. This is one of the less visible sources of supply chain cost. Why does decision latency matter? Because supply chain problems rarely become more expensive while we are waiting for them to be solved. A delayed decision can mean an expedited shipment instead of a planned movement, lost production capacity, excess inventory, a missed customer commitment, a purchasing decision made under pressure, unnecessary working capital, or a commercial opportunity that simply disappears. The important point is that visibility does not equal responsiveness. A control tower can tell you that something is wrong. AI can identify a pattern earlier. Neither guarantees that the organization will act. That is an organizational problem. So what should leaders measure? I would start with 3 timestamps: signal, decision, action. Then measure the elapsed time between them. Not every decision should be instant. Some decisions require governance, validation, and human judgment. The objective is not to remove thought. It is to remove unnecessary waiting. This changes the conversation about AI. The question should not simply be, where can we deploy AI? A better question is, which decisions are currently too slow and what prevents us from making them faster and better? Only then does technology have a clear purpose. AI may reduce the time needed to detect an issue. Automation may remove manual handoffs. Standardized data may eliminate arguments about whose numbers are correct. Clear decision rights may remove unnecessary escalation. And experienced managers may still be needed to make the judgment that a machine cannot make reliably. The real opportunity is therefore not an autonomous supply chain. It is an organization that can sense earlier, decide faster, and execute with less friction. That is a very different objective. And perhaps one of the most useful questions a supply chain leadership team can ask today is, where is our decision latency costing us money? Because sometimes the biggest constraint in a supply chain is not inventory, capacity, or technology. It is the time between knowing and doing.